right now. And we're gonna get ready right now too. Okay. So, you guys know the drill. It's a beautiful morning. And we're gonna get this camera set up. And I'm just gonna get right into it because yesterday was bad. But today, turning things around. Just gonna be focusing on the swings, not focusing too much on trying to be like super entertaining or anything. I'm just gonna be swinging. So there we are. Camera is set up nicely. Let's get right into it. Just to make sure. Ooh. Ugh. Back feels awful. And honestly, if this is a rough day, I might have to take a few days off because my back has been killing me. And I think that's part of why my swing's been so bad. But we're not gonna make excuses. We're gonna make improvements. Come on. Okay, cool. Let's get into it. Ooh. Got the pitching wedge, and I got my green ball to start. Yesterday was like an unprecedentedly bad session. I had like every single swing was terrible. So we're just gonna flush that. Have a good one today. Nice. Cool. So far, so good. Cool. So these are just warm-up swings, so I'm not really trying to put a whole lot into it. I'll get swinging harder and harder as I get more warmed up. My back is just kind of tight, so easy swings, getting into the groove, making good contact. Cool. So far, so good. Cool. First poor swing of the day comes on the 8th ball, so far we're looking like we're going to be in good shape today. I don't want to jinx anything, so let's keep it going smoothly. Oh no. There's a chunk. Okay. up there. All right. Oh, it's not good. Okay, come on. Come on. So the swing feels decent. Could be better, could be worse. When you have no friends, yeah, pretty much, yeah. Or when all your friends are at work and, well, and you work from home, so unfortunately that, but howdy, welcome. Right now, things are pretty rough, but we're gonna warm up, get some good swings in. Ooh. Man. All right, there we go. Oh. Not good. Dude, what the fuck? Okay, so pretty brutal. Kind of having the same problems that I did yesterday, where I like don't have that slot down. I'm like kind of just chopping down at it, or I'm swinging behind it. So I just need to like get back into like that slot where I'm like dropping the hands into it and then just shifting my weight forward, letting everything glide through the slot. So that's what I need to do. I'm not doing that right now, and it's ugly, so let's do that. Okay, just like that. Let everything fall down, and then shifting my weight forward and through the slot. Okay. Still hit the ground, or hit the mat a little bit, but it's a better swing than my last ones have been, so it's okay for now. Okay, it's a little better. Time for the red ball. Red ball is the last one I hit before I pick them up. And with the red ball, I try and put a hard swing into it. Like if I were trying to squeeze an extra like 5-10 yards out of a shot and I didn't want to club up for it, this is what that swing would be. Oh my God. And I chunked it, so, okay. All right, time to pick them. Hopefully, I'm not mooning you guys. All right. Okay, so first round done. Now we're gonna go to the 9-iron and just keep going up a club after each little session. So that's what I'm doing right now. And now we get the 9. Let's get some pure strikes. Move this back a little bit. Oops. Okay, there we go. So not great. I kind of got a bit chunky. I hit the ground. So let's see if we can get the slot a little bit higher up. Guess not. A little too high. All right. Good swings. That's all I gotta think about. There we go. I like that. Okay. So when you hear that loud like thud, that means I'm coming in too steep, and you can hear the deck underneath all this. That's not what you want at all. So that's why I have this towel down and everything, but that's not a good swing. It might be a decent like ball path and everything, but it's not a good swing. So yeah, I want to be picking it clean off the mat, maybe skimming it a little bit, but yeah, picking it clean off the mat is the idea. Just like that. That was good. That was a good swing. That was probably my best swing of the session so far. Let's do it again. Sweet. We're finding the path. Let's lock it in. That's bad. I got a little too quick. Cool. So caught the mat just a little tiny bit. You'd probably hear it with the thud, but that was a pretty good swing so far. So let's just let's keep things contained. Keep having good swings. Cool. That was pretty good. No. Okay. It's a bad swing. Gotta limit those. Just bounce back quickly. Okay. That wasn't bad. That was good. I tried to slow things down a bit there, and I think it helped. I'm going way too fast. I like start here and then I'm just super quick. That's not good. A lot of bad things can happen when you do that. So a little bit slower. All right, and that was like my worst swing of the session. So I guess forget everything I said, but I'm gonna be doing that again. Just slow and steady. Okay. ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. No. I knew at the moment I pulled back right there, that was going to be a bad swing, and I just totally gave up and finished the one arm. That was bad. But we're on to the red ball, so let's try and finish strong. And once again, it's a red ball, so I'm gonna give this a harder swing than normal, but not like out of control, just firm. Oh man, you know what? I think I might be hitting the ground. I think I might be hitting the ground past the mat. I think that's what's happening here, because I can feel like I'm hitting like the deck, but like visually it doesn't look like that. So maybe that's what's happening. So I'm gonna pick these, go to the 8-iron, and move the ball a bit back. So let's see if that helps. Because the only thing I'm trying to avoid is I don't want to keep chunking it when the ball is back on the mat. Because as you can see, if I do that, too many more times, I won't have a mat. I've been chunking quite a bit, so that's why I've had it so far forward. But if I'm making contact and then hitting making a divot after the ball, the place where that divot could be is on the deck. So let me just see real quick. I can't really tell. It's a good quality deck, but I think that's what's happening. So let's put the ball back a little further and see if that helps. Okay. Hard to tell. Let's do it again. Ball back. That felt pretty good. That was nice. If you're in here, just 'cause I'm curious, I don't know if you read the description yet, but what do you think my handicap is? Put it down in the comments, because I'm curious to know what you guys think. And it's a lot higher than you probably would think. So maybe it's not, but I'm curious. Ball's way too far forward. Actually, I got an idea. I'm gonna move this mat so that it's like this. That way, I know for sure that I'm not hitting the deck. That's a good idea. All right. And I want to be hitting this part of the mat. It's about 4 inches past the ball. That's where you want to make your divots. 4 inches past the ball. Sounds crazy, but that's what it is, I guess. All right. I thinned it, but the swing felt good. Well balanced. That's all that I can ask for right now. My swing's been bad. All right, that's not good either. Cool. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that was bad. That was really bad. I can't even tell. It's like the thing that's weird about this is I can't tell on those bad shots if I'm hitting behind the ball and that's where the mat is going forward, or if I'm hitting past the ball and that's grabbing the mat and sliding it forward. I have no idea. So it's kind of making it confusing, but that's unfortunate. Fail. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out here. So I don't know where I'm missing exactly. So let's dial it in, see if we can figure that out. Okay. So then let's try and chunk it. Okay. So yeah, it's like I can't tell because that first one was obviously a thin. So I thought I'll chunk it on purpose, and it felt like I did, but then I thinned it. So I can't tell if I hit this and then thinned it because it bounced the club up, or if I just thinned it twice. I have no idea. So I'm lost right now. My swing is equally lost. We're just trying to find our way back. So yeah, let's tee it up. Let's put it up a little bit further back on here to really figure this out. Huh. Okay. Okay. So I'm just confused. Can't really tell what's happening, but it's okay. Let's choke up, have an easy swing. Okay. So I think I'm just going way too fast. Way too fast. It's another easy swing just to see if that's the problem. I think it is, but let's figure it out. One more. Those are bad. I think I might be too close. Okay, well that was tough. Got the red ball, so got to put some extra oomph into this one. Hopefully it's better than the last 10 or so swings, but usually it is in the hard one because I kind of flush all those bad habits and just think about a couple key things to stick to. Oh my goodness, dude. All right, so it's like I don't really know. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. It feels like I'm chunking it, but there would be green on the club from this. So I just, you know what? I got an idea. No ball. Let's just try and graze this. Let's try and gently graze this mat. No ball, just grazing the mat. Okay. Feels like it might be a little close. Yeah, I think I'm hitting everything off the hosel. Because those swings, I was super close. And then the strike, or where I lined up, was like 2 inches in from the actual strike. And I was definitely catching it fat. So, interesting. I think that's probably it. Let me see if I put it further away, if that still happens. Top of it. like that. That felt good. I just don't understand though, like, which part is the problem right now. It is what it is. Once again though, if you're watching, drop down in the comments what you think my handicap is. And I will not be offended if you think it's really high, because it is. But let me see what you guys are thinking. I'm just curious. So yeah, that was 8 iron. We're gonna put this away and we're gonna go to the 7. I'm gonna pick these balls and we'll get right into it. Okay. Okay, cool. Now we got our 7 iron, and we're gonna get back into a good groove here. I usually do well with this club, so fingers crossed. Okay. Okay, so I keep topping it or chunking it, so I'm gonna top it on purpose, and we're gonna see if that helps things out. So yeah, purposeful top, trying to top the ball here. And I pure it, so it's interesting. So maybe I'm not doing what I think I'm doing. Let's try it again. Trying to top it. It's the only thing I'm thinking about is topping this ball. Weird. Let me do it again. We're gonna top this one. All right. So that's how I actually topped it. Interesting. So it looks like I'm higher up than it seems like, which suggests that I am too close to it. That was not very good, but it's okay. Man, I gotta stop doing that. I got like 12 balls left. Let's make it a good 12. Let's finish strong with 7 iron. So far we have 0 good swings, or 2 good swings. Yeah, I still keep hitting it weird. Huh. I feel like I'm super close to it. Like I don't know if I am, but it feels like it. So I'm just gonna try something out here. Just gonna exaggerate, putting it super far away, and seeing what happens when I try and hit it. I don't really know. I'll get a little bit closer, just a little bit. No, dude. This is sad. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying but failing. let me try and think about hitting a high draw. That usually helps, I feel like, when you don't have a target where you can't see where the ball goes. If you think about hitting a certain shot, but that kind of helps. So high draw is what I'm aiming for. Just a little bit weird, a little bit thin. Let's do it again. High draw. Oh my God. Man, this is so sad. I've been live on YouTube like 4 times now, and the first time I did amazing, just like incredible. The second time I did even better. And then yesterday I had a session where I pretty much couldn't hit the ball square to save my life. And today started off like the first session, and now it's turned into yesterday's session. So I'm gonna try and hit the ball square and get in a roll and actually practice here in a minute, because I'm just hitting the ball all over the place right now, and it's not good for me. It's probably not good for you, and it's definitely not good for my golf game. So let's get back to it. Interesting. I have the theory, but it's not gonna really help me out anyways, but I think it could be that, no, it's gonna sound stupid. I'm gonna say it anyways. I think that when I'm using higher lofted clubs, I think that I'm hitting the ground with this part of the club, and the toe is just in the air. So even if I'm at the right height, I'm just not gonna pure it because the toe is up in the air. So I'm just gonna hit it thin every time. I'm gonna test that right now and grab the 5-iron. And if that doesn't happen, then I know that I'm onto something. So 5-iron time. Because this one, the shaft, the way it rests, is above the mat. The other ones it's not. So let's see if I'm onto something, or if I'm just grasping for straws. Interesting. Let's test it again. Very, very interesting. Those balls were crushed. It's not that great of contact, or that great of a swing, I should say, and I'm still getting way better results than I was. So I honestly do think it was that. There is a way that I can test it, and I will after this round here, but that's pretty interesting. That was a bad swing. That was just not good. But, and we figured something out. The ball right there. Red ball, so hard swing right here. Let's get a really nice one. Huh. That was nice. That ball was crushed. Okay, so if the 5-iron, if the shaft angle lines up better for the taller grass, then I'm gonna test out and see if the shorter grass works better for the 7-iron, 8-iron, 9-iron. I'm just gonna do 1 or 2 swings real quick just to see, but I have a feeling that's been the problem this entire last 2 days. So let's see about that. Okay, so we're gonna flip this, hit it from here, and see if I have some pure strikes. And if I do, then there's a decent chance that the whole problem was just where I was setting up with the certain club that I was using. So let's see if that's true. I'm a little bit nervous because this thick stuff is like right in front of me. I'm gonna move this around one more time. I didn't want to like miss and be like, I didn't want to like follow through and like tear that up from the front side. So let's try this one more time. Now the angle or the lean is perfectly lined up. That's crazy. That's so nuts. And here I was, like totally handicapping myself yesterday and today, and I didn't even think about that at all. So good to know. But time to get back to it because I want to use the 5-iron. That's like my favorite club. And now I know that it's kind of like the best club to use back here. Or actually, you know what? I'm gonna go to the 4-iron because I want to work on some other clubs. But it'll be the same situation. So 4-iron it is. Gotta fix some of these stuff. There we go. Okay. Here she is. 4-iron. Let's do it. I'm gonna pull this back just a little bit. Okay. Okay, that's good. I feel like I'm not getting into my legs like I was a couple days ago. So I'm gonna try that a little bit more here, just getting down into my legs. Also, I just feel like this is still too close. That was good. I feel like I was in my legs too. That was awful. I got nothing to say. All right. Whew. Nice. Hey, thanks. Yeah, let me know. What is my handicap? I'd be curious what you guys think, because it could be way higher or way lower. And yeah, I'm curious. It's a bit weird. it's almost like when I'm doing this, when I come in, I'm like, I feel like I'm hitting, the mat with the, I don't know what this is called, the hosel. I think it's the hosel. It feels like I'm hitting the mat with the hosel, which is making that loud, like ugly sound immediately. But then the ball is being struck with the toe as it's in the air. That's what it feels like. I don't have any way of testing if that's actually true though. So I guess we're just gonna have to mess around with some experiments to see what it is. Oh, gosh. That's not the way to figure it out. You know, I feel like I'm too close, and that just kind of proved that right there. I did the one arm swing, and my arm literally came out like there. So let's put the ball further away. Let's have a wide stance. Let's get steady. Let's smash this ball, dude. Yeah, I mean, I smashed it, but maybe not the right trajectory. So let's do it again. That was pretty good. I just feel so weird. Like my body just feels so stiff in all like the worst places. I just don't feel like I don't feel like I'm like one fluid. I feel like I'm like even right there, like, I can't like all right. It's just such a bad swing, it's killing me. I don't want to be doing bad swings, dude. You're like training for golf or something like that? I am. I'll talk about it in a moment here. When I finish these four, I'll give the whole spiel. I'll make it quick though, don't worry. So weird. So weird. It's not very good. TP5, hit this one nicely. Dude, holy fucking shit. God damn. Such a bad swing. Okay, so we got one ball left. It's the red ball. Dude, I mean, that's like, it's like proof that what I'm doing is all wrong, you know? Like if what I was thinking made sense or was true, then that would never happen where I hit the mat like that. So it's like I just don't know what is wrong and I can't figure it out and it's killing me, dude. So hard swing time, number 4, or red ball, 4 iron, hard swing, let's do it. And that's totally pure, so it just makes no sense. I don't get it. Good luck with your training. Thank you very much. Yeah, so pretty much I'll just pull the chair. And probably the best way for me to do this. Let me grab a chair. Okay. Back in interview. So, pretty much oops. All right. So, my name's Alex, or Moose, whichever one works. Pretty much for the last like 4 months, I've been playing golf, and I just love the game. The game is so addictive, and I usually, when I get into something, I'm all in, and I see if I can dedicate as much time as possible to see how good I can get at whatever it might be. And every time that I do it, I'll do it, and I'll get into something, and I'll get, you know, good at it or whatever, like kendama or glass blowing, my career. There's just all these things that I get into, and then I never document any of it. And so when I got into golf like 3-4 months ago, I thought like, hey, this is the first time that I am starting fresh with something where the ability to film it and put out interesting and entertaining content about it is way easier than anything else I've ever done. It's kind of hard to like show the cool aspects of things like kendama and glass blowing when you're not either an expert filmographer or, you know, an expert at the actual craft itself. So with golf, I figured I'll start from scratch, and I'll see if it's possible to become basically a scratch golfer in a year. And that's like the hardest thing that you could possibly aspire to do when it comes to golf. People spend their entire lives trying to be scratch golfers, and it never happens. But I'm in a unique situation where I'm 25 years old. I live in this duplex with my girlfriend. I have my own business. I'm self-employed. And so I can take the time away from that to practice certain things. And right now, that's the thing that I'm doing, is I'm trying my very best to see if I can put all my eggs in this golf basket and see if it turns into something cool. And if not, hey, it is what it is. At least I tried this time, and at least I got the camera going and got past my shame about filming myself, especially in front of people that I don't know possibly. And that's kind of the whole basis for this channel, is just me putting the shame to the side and actually giving this a real shot and filming myself, you know, taking on the challenge of trying to become great at something that I have no experience with. So yeah, and I know a lot of people love golf. I love golf. It's been like all that I've watched for the last like 7 or 8 months. And yeah, like 8 months ago, I didn't even golf. So now here I am 8 months later, and I've been golfing for like 5 months or like 4 months, and I'm having so much fun. And the whole YouTube thing is kind of working out. I'm posting videos, they're getting a lot of traction. I'm live right now, there's 100 people in here. So it's just like the coolest thing. It's like everything is flowing nicely, and if we can keep the ball rolling, who knows where it'll be in a year. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. And right now I'm at my house. My girlfriend's at work. I've got work to do today, but before I get to work, I wanted to come on live here on YouTube and set up the net in the backyard here and see if I could get some good practice in, because that's what I've been doing like every day the last, I don't know, like 4 days, just been coming live, setting up the net and hitting some balls. And so that's what's going on, and that's what I'm doing, and I'm having an absolute blast. So I appreciate that you guys want to watch. It's like super sick that there's people who actually want to see this stuff and people who actually care to see. So thanks for watching, and I really appreciate it. I'm definitely having fun with it and definitely doing my best. So I appreciate it, Diamond. I'm having a blast. And yeah, one part too to mention is that I want to do this with no trainer. So most people, they get a golf coach. That's like a big step, is getting a coach and having somebody instruct you specifically. But I'm trying to do this without any of that. And that's, you know, not necessarily advisable, but that's the way that I wanted to go about this. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Anyways, all that said, let's get back to taking some swings. Got my net set up. Let's see if we can get the good angle that I had earlier. All right, cool. get this out of the way. And that was kind of rough. That like entire last stretch of like however many shots that was. So I'm gonna dial things back, and I'm gonna go back to the club that I started with. I'm gonna use the pitching wedge, and I'm just gonna focus on like easy swings, easy, smooth, nice swings, because I'm just not feeling the swing right now, and we don't want to lose the swing. So, yep, that's the plan. I'm just gonna grab a few more, and we'll get into it. Cool, got a good haul. This should last me a little while. Yeah, like I said, pitching wedge, and we're gonna see if we can get into a consistent groove and have some nice swings here. Kind of curious if there's a lot of people here, why nobody's writing in the chat. Honestly, I have the same questions myself. I've been live for like the last 4 days in a row, and that's kind of how it's gone. There will be like 20, 60, 100 people in, but only a few people seem to comment, so it is what it is, but I appreciate you keeping the conversation alive, so hopefully more people jump in. I've been asking questions here and there, but there's just not much to talk about, I suppose. But yeah, if you're in here, yeah, ask me something. Ask Mr. Diamond here something. Get the conversation rolling. I also think it's because people are scrolling through and they're seeing this in like the live, like they're scrolling through shorts and this live is popping up. And if you're watching it through that mode, you don't even have access to the chat, so you have to like click on it to actually watch the video live and then comment. So maybe there's just a bunch of people scrolling through and that's like the reason why, but hey, who knows? If you're in here and you want to comment something, that'd be cool, but no pressure. Pitching wedge, let's have some good swings. All right, starting off hot. There we go. Now we're starting to get some compression again, which is what we want. That's good stuff. That's what I wanted. I'm gonna try and think about hitting a high draw right here. That usually helps me get into a good slot, is like hitting a high draw. So let's do that. That was pretty good. That may even have been a high draw. So I found this stream from short. The stream seems very entertaining. Dude, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'll do my best to keep you guys entertained. If I can entertain myself, hopefully it's passed on through the screen. But yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. We're flushing it again. I never thought this day would come. Awesome. Cool, man. Feels good. We're getting some nice wax. I feel like I'm picking it clean off the mat too, which was not happening until just now. So, yeah. Alrighty, cool. And hey, if you're in here, you know, we just hit 100 subscribers, so thanks for that. If you're watching and you're having fun, maybe you could unsubscribe and dislike. Don't share this with anyone. We'll keep it low key. Yeah, dislike, unsubscribe, all that jazz, you know. All right. Just kidding. That was terrible. That was actually worth disliking. That was pretty nice. Cool. We're finally back into a groove. If you've been watching for like more than 15 minutes, you probably saw that before this little groove here, things were ugly. I was like topping every single ball. I was just joshing around. I appreciate it though. What net is that and how hard can you swing? Two very good questions. So the net, it's let me see. Oh, it's the Skills, SKLZ. I'll put it in the chat. Actually, I don't think I can put it in the chat. But it's called Skills. My brother got it for me for Christmas. Very nice gift. But if we're, like, the best way I could probably describe it is if I were talking about, like, swing speed and ball speed with the driver, because I don't know any of the other numbers. So for me, my swing speed, I've never gotten it measured, but my driver my driver ball speed is typically between 165 and 175. And I could hit like 180 if I really crank one. But yeah, 175 is like the top. So I would say on like the average swing, my driver ball speed is right around the 170 mark. And so using that and knowing like what little I know, relatively speaking, about smash factor and stuff, I know that to achieve 170 ball speed, you have to have, I think it's at least 115 club head speed, or it's 112, because it's your club head speed times your club head speed times your smash factor is your ball speed. So yeah, we'll say 170 ball speed, or we'll just make it really easy. 180 ball speed is my max, so that means my fastest swings are right at 120 club head speed. But I never swing like that hard. I'm usually swinging pretty gentle, especially the driver. So I'm usually probably around like 110 to 115 club head speed. I would say that's pretty standard for me. Yeah. So like no holes or anything. I need a net and I already put a hole through it. Also, thanks for the info, of course. And so yeah, I should say, this net I've only hit irons into, and only up to a 2-iron, and even the 2-iron is kind of pushing it a little bit. I don't hit the driver into this net. I just don't really have the space for it to do a full driver swing back here comfortably. But yeah, so I haven't hit the driver into it, so that's probably a big part of why it hasn't been damaged. But yeah, I'm hitting up to a 2-iron into this, and I probably won't be. Hi there, welcome. But yeah, so that's kind of that's what I've been doing with this thing. Yeah, no driver, because I don't know if it could handle it, and the only way to find out is probably by putting a hole in that and whatever's behind it. So yeah, no driver yet. I might swing the 2-iron though. That sounds kind of fun. I'm gonna do that. Let's do it. 2-iron's like my favorite club. Here she is. Pretty much a blade. Sounds good, thank you. Of course, of course. Yeah, that's funny though. I can imagine that a driver could put a hole through one of these pretty easily, but I'm way too scared. All right. And this is actually like, I'm just gonna stand on the deck and see what happens when I do that. Ooh. Not gonna lie, dude, that was actually really nice. I'm gonna move this piece of wood out of here and just stand on the deck and see how that is, because that was actually like, I felt really good. Ooh. Okay. Nice, dude. That's sick. This is like my favorite club. And when I'm hitting it well, it's just the most satisfying thing ever. I haven't been hitting it well for a while, so haven't really used it, but this is nice. That was not nice, but still, feels good. One thing I'm concerned about, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a little stack of bricks down in there. Yeah, he will do it. Yes, I will. One day soon though, I want to say this. I do have like one of those pocket radars. I don't have like the MLM2 Pro setup and stuff, but I do have a pocket radar. So I could, and I do want to measure that like for a video or something, like get my swing speed, because I'm like dying to know. That'd be that'd be really cool to find out. So one of these days soon I'll do that. That's good stuff. That's real good stuff. Whew. I'm curious, I haven't watched one of these back yet, but like, how does it sound? Does it sound like satisfying, or is it kind of like a crunchy, like a thud? I can't really tell. What state are you located at, and how's the courses there? I'm in California, and the courses by me, I would say they're nice. Honestly, from what I've been learning, they're actually really hard. Like there's a course that's next to me called Hagen Oaks, and that's where like my first video is from. And like that course, to me, when I was playing there as a beginner especially, it seemed super easy. Like it's very flat, there's a lot of distance, but it's like all the greens are super flat, and that course rating is like 113 or 119. So it's like the course by me that I came to know is like the easy course is actually kind of like average difficulty. And so a lot of the courses that I play around here, they're like right in like the 130, 145 course rating quotient. And so like that to my understanding is like kind of approaching like PGA Tour level courses. So the courses near me, they're all really nice, but they're all really hard. Um, but I only play really the one that's close to me that's like the really easy one. I play that like once a week at least. Then there's another course that I usually play. It's a par 3 course, and that's a great course for practice. So I play those 2 courses mainly, but there's a couple others that I play like that are a little bit nicer, a little more expensive. But it's really like I can't really afford to be like going around all the nice courses like multiple times a week, but usually I'll do like a nice course once a week. And I try and keep like the weekly golf spending under like $300 or $400, because if it gets over that, then I don't have the free time that I would like to be live on here and doing that kind of stuff. So yeah, usually like one nice course per week, and they're usually like in like the $50 to $70 range, the ones near me. I'm in Northern California, by the way. It sounds pretty good. Cool, that's good to know. That's awesome, actually, because I was curious, because like sometimes on video, like a loud sudden sound sounds really bad. So that's awesome. True, I'm in Cali too. Ever played Goose Creek? I've never played Goose Creek. Where in California is it? I'd be curious. It sounds amazing when you swing. Oh, dude, sick. That's awesome, man. Thank you. Cool, it sounds very well. Thank you, Diamond. Youth-on course is so helpful. I get to play for $5. Oh, that's awesome. Dude, I gotta say this. I started golf 3 months ago at 25 years old, and I would give anything to be able to go back and play golf when I was younger. So good for you, man. Take full advantage while you can, because yeah, it's way easier to do when you're younger. And I gotta run inside and grab my charger real quick, because my phone is gonna die if I don't. And this is a fun live, so let me go grab that, and I'll just take you with me. But down in Mariloma. Okay, so are you near Point Loma University? Because I know that place. I know Point Loma University is like down on the coast, Kitty. But yeah, I'm not familiar with the name of the town. Meow. It's a good kitty. Getting my money's worth while I still have it. Dude, that's awesome. Do you want to play in college? Or are you just playing for fun with your buddies? Or how are you? What are your goals? Alright. Okay, let me get this plugged in. Alright, cool. Near Riverside? Okay, sick. Yeah, I'm familiar. Around an hour from LA? Okay, right on. Oops. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I'm having some difficulties with this. Live by MSU. How are the courses down there? I'm up in NorCal, and I feel like MSU, is that Maryland State or Michigan State? I think MSU, Michigan State, right? But yeah, I'm up in NorCal, and where I live, there's a lot of courses, and some pretty good options too. But how is it down where you live by SoCal? I feel like it would be really, really nice. But let me know. I'm a little bit out of frame. Let me adjust that. Texas. Oh, okay. MSU. What would MSU be? I'm trying to think of the acronym. Alright. I'd like to play in college, although I'm a junior, so not sure if that's going to work out. Still getting out almost every day though. Shot a 41 with 9, which was my best a couple weeks ago. Dude, that's awesome. 41 on a 9 is sweet. So I play with my girlfriend's dad, and he's like a 5 handicap, I want to say, somewhere between 5 and 10. And when he shoots 91, when we're out there through 9, it's clean golf, and it's super satisfying to watch. So that's awesome, dude. I feel like, I don't know what this is worth coming from someone who's a 25 handicap myself. But one of the things I think about is like, you know, right now as a 25 handicap, like I would love to shoot 41, like, and I would be so satisfied with that. However, you know, my personal best is a 93 on a 9-hole course or on 18 holes. So it's like, if say, you know, I shot like an 89, I would be super stoked, but it may not hold the significance that it would because I'm used to shooting 93, 95, 98, you know? And so I don't know what you normally shoot, but just try and remind yourself that as you get better and better, the golf you're playing is something to be super excited about, because like maybe, you know, it's maybe there's other people that are like on YouTube shooting freaking 30 and 9 holes and stuff, but you know, it's always, I think, very helpful to remind yourself like, yo, 3 years ago, if you told yourself like, yeah, I'm gonna shoot 41 on 9, you'd be mind blown, you know? So I hope that you're proud of yourself, because that's awesome. Midwestern State University, okay, for sure. Very nice. Do you play golf as well? Or do you play college golf? Or are you looking to? I'm gonna get back to some swings real quick. But yeah, just to throw that out there, you know. Not to be like a boomer about it, but that's how I felt about baseball when I was younger. And no one ever told me that, you know. They just kind of let you figure it out on your own and let you like flounder and not really know where you're at. But it's good to be able to have someone tell you like where you're at, and you know, I don't know. So ooh, that was bad. That's not good at all. Okay. I'm gonna try and play this one like really far forward. Ooh. That's a bad idea. I like chopped underneath it. Try an easy one for this, and then I'm gonna try to smoke it, that last one. Ooh. That was awful. Alright, red ball. The one goal I have for the red ball is to juice it. And I don't mean like swinging out of my shoes, but I mean like giving like an extra 5%. Try and squeeze an extra like 5-10 yards out of the would be a full swing. So let's do that. Sick. I love when that works out, dude. It feels so satisfying. Dude, I'm telling you, you're probably a lot closer than you think. I'm still a 23 handicap, shooting mid-40s usually. I very rarely play 18, and yes, I agree, my goal was to shoot low 40s senior year. And thank you. Dude, of course. That's pretty cool. Wait, you're still a 43? Wait. You're a 23 handicap and you're shot... Whoa, okay, so then that was a crazy game. That's awesome, dude. I would have lost my mind if I shot a 41. That'd be so nuts. Just don't know where to start. Okay, so if you don't know where to start, honestly, what got me kind of like really into it is going to a local course that has a driving range that's like as cheap as possible. Like if you could go to a driving range nearby you that has really cheap prices on buckets of balls, I would do that. And if you enjoy what you're doing, I would say, and this is for me been so helpful. If you like want to get a driver, let's say, go on eBay. My driver, you know, actually let me take a moment to talk about this, because this is actually like This has been so helpful. My driver, I got it from eBay for $25. It's 25 years old. It's from the 90s, I think. And it's the best driver I've ever swung. It's the Callaway Biggest Bertha. It's like a sought after driver from what I've heard, but it is the real deal, dude. It's like the best driver I've ever swung. Of any of my friends' drivers, they all have like new $400 drivers. I just have a 25-year-old $25 Big Bertha, and it's the best driver that I've ever swung. So, I would say to go on eBay and look up the cheapest driver that you could possibly find. Maybe do a little bit of research if you want. Look up like what are the best drivers from X era. Like maybe look up like what were the top drivers for pros in like 1998 through 2004, and whatever it was for each of those years. Look those up on eBay, and there's a good chance that you'll find one of those drivers for less than $30. And so if you can do that, I'm gonna pull up the chair again. But if you can do that, that would be huge, because having your own equipment it's very freeing. Because, okay, so I play with my girlfriend's dad's clubs, like all the irons and the wedges and the putter and the driver up until recently. And like it's fun playing with those clubs, but once you get your own club and you know you can swing it how you want, you never have to worry about like damaging the clubs. You never have to worry about like any of that stuff. You can just swing away. Like I brought one of my drivers to the driving range and I broke it. Like snapped it in half, like not on purpose. It just, I hit it so weird and it just exploded. If that were like someone's clubs that I was borrowing from, and if it was like I had just gotten into golf and I did it to someone's clubs, I would probably never want to golf again. And even like without that happening, I would have that knowledge in my mind that like, dude, if I break these clubs, like that would be the worst thing ever. And so you don't want to have that like feeling in the back of your brain your first time swinging some golf clubs. So I would recommend, yeah, get a super cheap one from eBay and start swinging that. And then once you get more into it, maybe look for a 7-iron, a pitching wedge, and honestly, a 3-iron. If you had a driver, 3-iron, 5-iron, 7-iron, pitching wedge, you could play an entire round of golf. And you could have pretty much every distance covered, I would say. But that's the main thing, is get cheap clubs off of eBay and then find cheap buckets of balls at local driving ranges. And every golf course pretty much has a driving range. So just look up whatever golf course is closest to you, call them, ask if they have a driving range, and if so, ask what the prices are for a bucket of balls, and then just go from there. You haven't played golf before, so you don't understand it very well, but it seems fun. Dude, it is fun. I will say this too, like, I played baseball competitively my entire life. And I played college baseball like last year. Like at like 24 years old, I went back to college and played baseball. So like baseball has been like my forte my entire life. And so like swinging something has been something I've been used to forever. And when I came over to golf from baseball, it made me realize and appreciate that the precision that's displayed in golf is so impressive that when you go out and you actually like have a shot like the ones that you see on TV, you feel like you just won the lottery. It's an insane feeling when you see yourself hitting shots that, you know, you've seen the pros hit or you've seen people on YouTube hit. And when you can do that consistently and you start to see yourself hitting those shots more and more and more frequently, you feel unstoppable. And you feel like, oh man, I'm going to make a YouTube and start golfing, which is literally what I'm doing. And so, yeah, that's like, you know, that's how I got introduced. It is very fun. And the fun part of it, to me at least, is how difficult it is, because it's so challenging that, you know, you're going to have to put in tons of time and effort to get good at it. And so that reward and that payoff is just so much greater because you're having to put so much effort and time into it. GHIN says 23. I don't know why it's still there. Maybe it's because it's still counting some of my old scores. Okay, so I guess then if so like for me, right, like I consider myself a 25 handicap. I don't have an index yet because I don't have enough rounds logged, but I just take whatever the average or the top 8, you know, like the top 8 of your last 20, that system. I'll just basically keep a running log of all my scores and know that on my better than average days, I'm typically shooting like right at like high 90s, like 97, 98, 99. So I guess like on like a better day of yours, if I asked you what you shot, I feel like that's a pretty decent, I'd say it's a pretty decent gauge for what a handicap might be. If you're under 18, get youth on course. It's $60. We get to play most courses for $5 after a certain time. Okay, right on. That sounds helpful. Thanks for the tip, dude. Of course. Yeah, and golf is super fun. But I will say, and this is something that honestly, I wish that I would have done this before I started. You should have spent enough time at the range before you start ever playing on a course to where you feel confident that you can hit every club in your bag decently at least half the time. So, you know, I'm not saying you have to be good to go up play out on course, but I'm saying that it's not nearly as much fun, and it's a lot of pressure when there's people playing behind you that, you know, you don't want to have that monkey on your back if you're like a beginner. You want to be able to hit your club decently at least half the time, because it's when you're out there and you're duffing every shot and then people are watching and then you're like totally like duffing more and more and more shots continuously and everyone's seeing it happen. It's like, it's one, it's super embarrassing, but two, like you feel the pressure because these people are waiting for you to hit, for them to hit. They need you to be out of their way. So if you keep duffing it and they're seeing it, they're gonna get mad, and then, you know, and then your score is rough, and then you take forever to finish your round, and it's just not as fun as it would be if you had that confidence that you could go out and hit your club correctly at least half the time. So that's my best advice, I'd say too, is make sure that you're fluent at the driving range before going out and putting in some serious time on the course, because it'll be way more fun that way. I'm going to head out, but I subbed. I'll be looking for your videos. Dude, thank you very much. I appreciate it, Slippy Flicks. And dude, congrats on your 41, and I hope that you have an awesome time in college, wherever that might be. Yeah, stick with it, dude. Keep up the grind and keep enjoying golf. All right, I'm gonna get back to some swings, but I'm not gonna be live for a whole lot longer. I gotta get started with work soon here, so when this hits 90 minutes, I'm probably gonna head out. We're at 84 minutes right now, so like 5-6 more minutes of this, and then that'll be all for me. So yeah, but this has been a super fun live. I mean, more people in this live than ever before by a substantial margin, so I really appreciate that, and I'm glad you guys liked watching. And I think that it's probably best to finish with my best club, so the 5-iron it is. For the last however so many swings, we're just gonna use the 5-iron only. I try not to step down into there because it gets my like feet all wet, and then I get on the board. Actually, you know what? I'm not even hitting off the board, but I don't want to hit off this deck with wet feet where I just slip all over the place, and that's not good for practice. So yeah, thank you. Have a good one, dude. You too. Thank you very much. Thanks for getting some advice. Of course, I'm going to head out. I'm going to be looking for some of your vids, dude. Thank you very much, Jonathan. I hope that you guys have have an awesome time on your golf journey. So I appreciate it. All right, hit some good ones, dude. I gotta do something. All right, cool. Matt's just moving all over the place. I don't want that, so let's get it back. That's good. That's awesome. It's not very good. No, we're losing it. That was pretty saucy. Love that. Cool. We're hitting the ball well, you guys. This is amazing. Awesome. That's like a feeling that I've lost the last couple days. I want to be able to, like, after my swing, I want to have so much of my weight on my front that I can tap my right foot without it changing my balance point at all. I'm going to continue watching. It's very entertaining. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That's good. That's really good. We're getting it back, you guys. Ooh, that's bad. No, I hit the back of the thing. It's not good. not a very good swing, but the weight transfer was good, which is important. Cool. That was nice. Dude, let's go. Rated flush. I didn't think this day was gonna come again. Oh my god. That's so sick, dude. It's funny, when there's 100 people in here, I can't hit anything flush. When there's 10 people, everything's cool. I'm doing great. Also would like to see more of your videos and hope you get recognized, maybe famous. Dude, thank you so much. I hope so too, that'd be pretty cool. But, you know, 'tis but a dream at this point. We'll see. So, red ball here. Let me see how much time we got. All right, red ball here. I'm gonna finish with a hard swing. Pretty, like very hard. I'm gonna try and push this one a little bit and see if we can get some serious juice into this. That was pretty good. Okay, cool. All right, I think that's about the size of it. I'm cooked. I've taken like 200 swings, and yeah, that was a sick live, dude. That was so much fun. Diamond, thanks for hanging out the whole time. You're a goat. This was so much fun, dude. I love doing this. Oh, man. Thanks for watching, you guys. Oop. Thanks for watching, you guys. It's been so sick. And yeah, I'll be back live probably tomorrow. I love doing this, and I feel like I'm getting a lot of good progress in my swing. So yeah, thanks again, you guys. And I'll be back as soon as I can be. Much love, everyone. Peace.